welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name is William.
And this is Davis. We're on location today
at ULS Kustoms in Signal Hill.
Yeah.
And we're here with Eddie Greenwood and
the Rockin Moroccan.
There we go. We're going to start off today talking about the Whitewall Nationals coming up in San Pedro. That's next month, July?
July the 16th.
Tell us about the show.
It's actually going to be a first-year show. Last year, it was under Port Nationals, and partner and I kind of split up. We kind of decided to go our own separate ways, do our own shows, and so she's got a show coming up in October. I hope that everybody will go out and attend that show, and that they both are successful shows. So the name transitioned to Whitewall Nationals. It's in the Port of Los Angeles, San Pedro, California. It'd be we've kind of coined it the Warehouse of Customs. It's going to be at Berth 55, which is the fruit terminal where they bring in all the fruit from all over the world that go to grocery stores around the communities.
How many cars are you expecting? And what, let's say, range? Years, types.
Sure. We have the capacity to probably up to 3,000 cars. We're hoping that we're able to draw, in the neighborhood of 500 to 700 cars this year. It's inside the warehouse is one part of it, the Warehouse of Customs, and then there's the outside version of out in the area, the Whitewall Alley area, which being the general public parking lot area.
I did notice something on the website on the 15th. I saw something about a cruise or...
Well, yeah, we're still working on that right now. Let's see how we put that. Right now, we're working on the cruise. There's some hurdles to go over.
Of course.
Some which involve LAPD, some which involve
Right.
the Port Police, some the logistics of actually having it, the cost related to it. So to put on an event like this, it is really a task to do. And it's a challenge, and part of the reason wanting to put it on in the harbor area is, myself, my wife and I, we own Crown Sunglasses. You can check that out at crownsunglasses.com, in which developed a relationship. I advertise in the different magazines that are culture related, and in San Pedro, there's, first we go as a vendor to the various different shows. Ink and Iron. We went to the weekend that just passed with Santa Maria, West Coast Customs. We've been to Viva Las Vegas. So we've tied into the culture and grafted ourselves into this niche market. And with Ink and Iron no longer doing Ink and Iron in its transition, the opportunity basically to be able to bring a show that would be a destination event to San Pedro and the harbor area was a goal that we were trying to achieve. And we don't know that it will actually stay in San Pedro. We may transition to Long Beach. But it's just, let's do one show at a time and kind of get over the hurdle there first, and we'll see where we go from there.
What made you want to put on a car show?
Oh, that's the easy one. I'm a car guy.
But
that's the bottom line. Where we're at today at ULS, that's in Signal Hill. I have a 47 Chevy two-door business coupe, and these guys are dialing it in. I posted pictures on my Facebook and Instagram, and you guys, the Instagram, is at Whitewall _Nationals, so you can check that out. The website is whitewallnationals.com. Hope you guys will come out and enjoy the show. So we're, the years are pre-78. Last year, the community is a melting pot as a whole. As you guys know, Los Angeles County, it has a diversity of different cultures. And within those cultures, there's a variety of different cars that people love, from lowrider cars to classic cars to chop tops, VW microbuses. They all fit within their own specific markets, but at the same time, they're all car culture related. And in the crossover from guys that have worn our product line from sunglasses is not just guys in the hot rod scene or in the custom car scene, but they all transition. They all own boats, and they're at the river. They do off-road racing with motorcycles. They do quads. So there's a whole culture-driven where a bike guy may not be able to have a direct relationship with the car guy, but the build is what draws it together. So the car and the bike guy having the build of the car, the build of the bike is what we talk about. I mean, that's what it's about.
So, other than wide range of cars that are going to be at the show, what about music?
What else is going on there?
Yeah.
So we wanted to make it, attractive to the people. We wanted people to be able to come out, and so we've actually you got to pick, you got to see it to believe it. The warehouse is 1,000 foot long. It's along the water. It's 300 foot wide. The parking lot structure on the outside has a capability of hosting probably 75 to 100 semi trucks with 40-foot trailers to it. There's plenty of space and parking there, and so the venue itself is an attraction. The nostalgia of the venue is like incredible, and I've only heard of one other person doing it like on the docks, and that was in San Francisco, like an import tuner type car event. So here in the port, the Legends Car Show puts on a show in August, and that's been a very good draw to San Pedro, and we're hoping to be able to bring a little more of a culture-specific driven market, so that it's pre-78. So if you go out and you'll see from Volkswagen microbuses to chop tops to customs, there's a whole classics, lowriders, trucks, C10s, you name it. We hope to bring that diversity together under one umbrella.
But I saw on the website you've got a bunch of bands showing up.
Yeah.
So the show is a 12-hour show, right?
Yeah, it's from 9 to 9.
There you go.
We have 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And just to kind of name some of the bands that would be out there, there's going to be the Rhythm Shakers, and a lot of people know who they are. And it's going to be a draw. You got the Delta Bombers, and my son's excited about hearing the Delta Bombers play. And Left Alone, they're local. You got Perro Bravo. So there's a variety of different. I could list all the bands. The Twisters, the Black Rose Phantoms, they're from Long Beach. The Thirsty Crows, the Moonlight Howlers are from Arizona. We got the Hula Girls, which are really cool. I mean, you guys, people just love that. They're an attraction in themselves when they have the group that has the hula skirts and the girls that are in them, and when they're shaking them, and it's happening. So you got Pachuco Jose. You've got a great little presentation. We got Catfish and Hollywood Hound Dogs, Seatbelt, and the Sandbox Bullies. And we have a DJ that's coming in from Oakland, California, and his name is Tanoa Samoa Boy. So we'll have a variety. We'll have a dance floor where you'll be able to have the swing music and some Tiki type vibe going on, where we have a little Tiki village. So if we've made it affordable for the vendors within the Tiki scene itself. As it begins to expand and grow, we were offering an area we coined the Tiki Village, so that they can actually set up their merchandise and have it available for people to come by and take a look at and purchase. So the bands, so we got a good lineup. We've got 13 bands. So to do 13 bands in one day is one hell of a feat to try and accomplish.
Oh yeah.
Amen. Jeez.
2 stages.
There you go.
Yeah, indoor and outdoor. So.
Perfect. Then a DJ all in between.
Yeah, and the DJ will be on the inside with a dance floor, and right where the Tiki Village area will be.
What about pinups?
Pinups. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, Miss Lady Lipstick, Sarah Gordon, has done one incredible job with. She was last year winner for Miss Port Nationals. She's representing the pinup. She's the pinup host for the event. So we've been really blessed having her on board. She's done a tremendous job. So right now we're, I think, got 25 to 30 pinups that are getting involved. Some gorgeous girls, ladies that are going to be coming on board. Some of the judges that are going to be there are recognizable names. You can go tune into the website again at whitewallnationals.com. You can see the people that we've aligned ourselves with they're pros in the field, recognizable names and faces. And we'll be doing a great job at the venue. We look forward to having them.
What about motorcycles?
Well, I'll turn that part over to the Rockin Moroccan right here.
Thanks a lot, Eddie. Cyclorama, it's going to be going on for its second year. Hosted by Manuel Mueller, the customizer. It's the show's founder. One of the cool things about this year's show is that we're offering opportunity to so many different builders across so many different categories. To be honest, we're going to have 15 different trophies given out to the winners in attendance. So we're looking forward to having everybody come down. If you build custom choppers, if you build Brat Style Cafe Racer, if you build Vikla, if you build drag style bike, if you build bomb bike, really everything under the sun. All the information can be found at the Whitewall Nationals website. If register your bike, don't forget, if you have a club that wants to get involved, group registration can be taken over the website as well, so take advantage of that. One of the best things that I can personally say that you can look forward to for the show is the award ceremony, and that's really why the competitors want to come out. I can't stress enough. This is a competition, you guys. If you think that you can compete with some of the best builders in Southern California, if not the world, then come to Cyclorama. You can find it on Instagram, Cyclorama, no underscores. You can also follow Manuel Mueller, the customizer, on Instagram, at Manuel Mueller, the customizer. And if you want to follow the Rockin Moroccan myself, you can follow me at King of Faces, KKC, on Instagram.
Rockin Moroccan, you going to have something there for us?
Yeah, I'm going to be co-hosting the show with Manny. We're going to be doing the award ceremony. As a matter of fact, we're actually going to be building the trophies ourselves.
There you go.
In true Cyclorama tradition, as we did last year, and it was a lot of fun. Labor of love, to say the least. We really want you to take a part of the show with you once you're back home, and something that you can really cherish for yourselves. It's the recognition that you get for the time and the work and the effort, the family support that you get, also the friendship that you build with building bike, and it becomes a part of you, and it more than just an achievement. It's more of a milestone in life. So we really appreciate everybody that comes out. We want to make sure they have the best time. We want to make it as personal as possible. That's why we're going to be making all the trophies. And just a brief list that I have right here. If you want to come out and compete, you can expect awards given out for Best Paint, Best American Bike, Best Metric Bike, Best British, Best Bobber, Best Chopper, Best Cafe Racer, Best Molding done on a bike, Best Creative Award, the Best Bomb Bike, Full Freestyle Bike, Best Vintage Bike and Stock Bike, Best Modern Bike, and of course, the Holy of All Holies, the Best in Show. And that's what we're looking forward to see, everybody to come out. It's friendly competition. There's really no reason to hide your bikes. A lot of guys build in secret. That's their thing. But when it comes time to show and time to compete, we expect everyone to bring their best. And that's why all the awards start with the best.
So it's a show within a show.
Absolutely.
Same price? Or
Oh, no, it's included. It's included with the general admission. So if you're there as a vendor, if you're there as a spectator, you're going to be able to see it. It's going to be going down. We already have, I'd say, more than a few handfuls registered. We're looking to have at least about 30 to 40 bikes, just depending on how much participation is going to be coming in from the builders and out there in the public. And if you guys pass the word on, that's definitely going to help out a lot. We appreciate the support of the local community, as well as anybody else that's listening to this podcast. Who knows? You might be sitting in Nome, Alaska, or you might be sitting in Singapore, or maybe out on the moon somewhere. But still, bring your bikes, bring your friends, bring your family. It's gonna be a heck of a show, you guys.
And there's going to be vendors, merchandise, food.
Absolutely. I'll kind of give you a little rundown. So the actual MC for the show is going to be Dixie and Rebel, and from the Dixie and Betty show. Betty Santiago, her co-host, will be there with her. So they'll be hosting the show in general, where they'll be doing also probably some interviews with people for their show. So they're every Thursday night at 8 p.m. where they're online on the internet at the Dixie and Betty show. So I'd like to plug them. One of our main sponsors, Suavecito, hit them and let you guys know that they got all your needs for guys and girls. You can check that out. And then we got the car show that the guys that are supporting our event, which is the Host Car Club, which is the Dead Sleds Car Club. CP is the president of the Dead Sleds Car Club, and the vice president is Crow. And those guys are like family. They have a show coming up November 28th. Huffarama 2 is the second one that they'll be involved in. So the Huffarama is in tribute to Bo Huff, the builder out of Utah.
Rest in peace, Huff.
Amen. And Bo was like a brother, and so just put a shout out to those guys, so you guys want to check that show out as well. Huffarama, November 28th, and that's at Citizens Bank Arena. So anyway, I can't say enough about that club and the support that they provide and offer. So Dixie and Betty, they're our MC. You've got Sarah as far as the pinups go, and you got our DJ. You got the band lineup. I'd like to put a shout out to Mike Diaz from All Star Concerts. Mike Diaz is a local person that I've grown up with in the neighborhood in Wilmington, California, in the harbor area. He works down in the port, and he's been an entrepreneur in creating his vision in being a concert promoter. And so he's at allstarconcerts.com. And so Mike is basically partnering up with me in this show to produce Whitewall Nationals, and he's been a tremendous blessing. So put a shout out to him and his family and the people that are around him and his team of people, So I just want to say thank you for that. Put that out on the air, and when they do tune into it, they'll know that we gave them the props.
Now, you mentioned you're a car guy.
Yep.
Tell us about the car right over there.
Okay, so what's happening is I'm a little more than a car guy. I'm kind of eccentric. On my personal Instagram is vintage buy, sell, and swap with underscores in between it. And since I've lived in the harbor area in Wilmington, I've had probably 500 different cars, and all of them have been like under 77 and below. 1929 Model A, all the way to C10 Chevy trucks, and in between. Majority of them being coupes, and I've just been for a long time as I tried to get in I work on the waterfront. Got in as a longshoreman, transferred to the Marine Clerks. I've been down there for 20 plus years, and that's part of tying into the waterfront and the port and so forth, and why I'd like to having the show in the Port of Los Angeles. And the car scene, man, is like happening. I mean, if you just get to know everybody within your community and surrounding communities, you know where to pick your parts up. So I hustle parts. I mean, before there was internet, that we used with a recycler, and so the recycler I go back. They were off the 91 freeway in Lakewood, and every Thursday I'd go pick up, and I got to know there were people that worked within the inside of recyclers. So trying to get the best deals on cars, and that's how I hustled, man. I had a flatbed trailer attached to an old 1970s Suburban, and I'd find out where these cars were at. And now the cars that we bought, that were for $300 to $2,000 was high. You can't even touch cars nowadays for $2,000 on a minimum.
Oh, it's gotten ridiculous.
It's insane. But so the car that we have here today is, which is I'm committed to my wife being my last build, is a 1947 two-door business coupe. And so I know the car guys out there are going to get a chuckle out of that, especially if this hits what do you call this, Hemi Motor News, or on the other stuff that's out there. People are it'll get back to her, I know. So anyhow, this is what's happening. So today what we got going on is with Primer Podcast, we're pitching the show, whitewallnationals.com. We're taking a look at the car that's going on right here. So what we do is we have a 1947 two-door business coupe. We 3-link the back of it so that it's going to sit frame. It's got independent front suspension, Mustang 2 on the front. I'm running a 6-cylinder out of like a Nova 1970s with 350 transmission. So it's a 250 engine, 350 transmission. Thanks to Todd Gold from Genie Shifters. Genie Shifters provided the tall shifter that goes in the middle, which I put a nice little shift knob on there with a skull and a crown. We've got artillery wheels on there with some big fat white walls. we flaked the roof. Hot Rod Flats have been a supporter of the different builds that I've done. So we have a Hot Rod Flats, a gold color on a flat on the bottom with a flat clear that went over the top of that to kind of protect it. And then right now today we got Vinny. Vinny's here to do some pinstriping on the car to cut the, remove the belt trim. So we're cutting the roof line between the metal flake that's on the top and on the bottom of the car. Since I posted it up, just in general social media and stuff, and people have just been in love with it. I've seen people at Santa Maria that came up to me in Santa Maria and said, hey, I'm following your build. I'm watching what's going on. I have a 1947. I have a 46. I have a 48. They're coupes. I'm getting some ideas and so on and so forth, man. And the feeling for that, it's like you could sit all day long and just talk cars with someone, and it's just enjoyable. It passes the time of day. It's like what they say, Americans' pastime is baseball. Cars are, man. Cars are what's going on.
So is that going to make it to the show?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping, actually, we're probably 2 weeks out from, right now the wiring's getting finished on it. We're doing the pinstriping on it today. We've got to finish a muffler, so it's got to go to a muffler shop to get the muffler put on. And then little fine-tuning and then be up and rocking.
Sweet.
Excited about it, really am.
So 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
And then you've got to put all the fine touches on putting the show together?
Yeah.
You've got a busy month.
Oh, that's an understatement.
But the cool thing is that it's going to be done. ULS is coming through with it. If you guys have seen the flake, it is monstrous. It's a mixture.
In
I
and
mean,
out.
it looks like you can take a bite out of this thing. It's borderline gold Jolly Rancher.
We're good.
In and out.
So we're just got a little short intermission. We're getting an in and out run, and it's all good. So the order was being taken, but we're all good. We're good.
You guys are good?
We're
Thank
good.
you.
We're
Thank
good.
you.
We're good.
Thank you, though.
much.
Sorry about that. Tess.
No worries.
Things got to get done around here.
Yeah, it's part of being in a shop. People got to eat.
We gotta eat, man.
Speaking of the shop, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on
Here?
here?
All right, cool.
This shop, these two shops.
Yeah.
This,
The two shops, and then
this small sanctuary for.
houses, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of doing the real
Well, the
estate
guy,
shack.
that just came to take our order for in and out, his name was Victor, and Victor Garibay, and his partner is ULS Gallegos, and they are both the two builders here that put together with their team of people. And how I came to get together with these guys was through Tony from UDS. He sells airbag supplies in Gardena, California. He sets up at the Long Beach hot rod swap meet, and Tony's really cool people, man. And I told Tony, I said, I'd like for him to do my bags on my car and do some work for me. And he says, hey, man, I'm packed up. I can't do it. I'm booked. And he goes, but I can turn you on to see some cats that are over in Long Beach. And that's how I got introduced to ULS and the guys here. And it's been a tremendous, tremendous network of people that, I've referred other people to that have came to get some work done by them. And if you just looked around at the cars that are here, I mean, you're talking probably 3 or 4 cars here that, are just not easy to come by cars. And in a year's time from now, you'll see a lot of these cars out on the road that are going to be cherried out and on the, it's at some shows.
right, because there's a fair amount of stuff packed in these two quote garages,
Yep.
bigger than your average 2-car garage. But
Yeah.
And then what about your shop?
Our shop is Crown Sunglasses. My wife and I, several years back, 1999 actually, I working in the port. I was kind of watching import and export happening every day, and so I basically got a wild hair of wanting to be an entrepreneur and kind of figure out, how to, I was a sunglass, like a car nut, I'm a sunglass nut. My wife loves shoes. She has a closet full of shoes. And like for myself, I love sunglasses. So I went to any lengths if I had to drive 100 miles, and it was the last pair that they had, and I liked that particular brand, which I carried multiple brands in my drawer at home, like in a sock drawer. I went crazy for sunglasses, and I thought, what would it take to actually develop a brand and start, creating the sunglass line? And that's the process and the journey that I'd done. I looked up, different trade shows that were out there about sunglasses and optical, and I began the journey, and from crawling, and then eventually walking, and then starting to run. Is just the business became from a hobby to an actual business. So my wife runs Crown Sunglasses, and we have a part-time person on the waterfront. It's a family niche business. We're a mom and pop. We're out of a location that we're moving into in San Pedro at 808 West 9th Street in San Pedro, California, 90731. And pretty much, it's just a family-run business, and we set up at different shows, and we advertise in the magazines. Majority of our orders are online. We have distributors all over the world, and I say that humbly, man. I'm really blessed, because if it wasn't for the car scene and the car people and the people that in the culture itself accepting our brand and buying the product, it's what keeps us going, just from month to month.
That's passion and commitment, man.
Dedication.
Yeah, thank you.
That's heavy, man. Let me tell you, it's a daily. Like I told you guys earlier before we went on the air here, that we're moving a transition from Lomita, California, into San Pedro, and we just feel that it's the right window to move. And being with Whitewall Nationals in San Pedro, my wife is from San Pedro, and not that San Pedro is God's gift, but it is a great community and a great town in the harbor area to be able to develop and build from, which I think is going to be a very positive future for us. As a matter of fact, Rockin Moroccan and Manuel Mueller, the customizer, have now transitioned into San Pedro. Maybe you can tell them a little bit about that.
Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I guess it's no secret anymore, but we have left our last shop in the city of Carson. We are in the city of San Pedro now. It's a beautiful backdrop. I mean, there's so much culture. There's so much custom culture. There's so much history. Everywhere you look, somebody's driving a cool car, a cool motorcycle, or having lunch in a cool little mom and pop restaurant, or having a cup of coffee in a little cool mom and pop cafe. I mean, that's the beauty of it. This is the community. This is who we like to represent, because it's a direct reflection of what we do in our day-to-day life, not just business, in our personal life. And it is very fortunate that we can do this in our business life, because some people are spectators and they appreciate the art for what it is, and some people create it. Some people put it together so that it can be exposed to the world. And whatever part you play in it, you're part of the whole custom culture community. And I'm just happy to be here promoting the show, Whitewall Nationals, promoting Cyclorama, promoting myself and Manuel Mueller, the customizer, because we have put so much work into this to make it happen, not just for the second time, but for the third time. And we are looking forward to having a really good turnout. So if you want to come by the shop, it's going to be open, I'd say, next month. Grand opening is going to be scheduled. We're located on the corner of 15th Street and Gaffey, pretty much right next door to the Bono's Pizzeria. Beautiful place. Shout out to them. We've only been at the shop for 3 days, but we've ate there about 6 times already. So they're like family to us. But custom culture, it's what it's about. The cars, the bikes, the pinstriping, the painting, the tattoo, the pinup, the pedal cars, the bicycles. I mean, the family, the tradition, the values, everything comes together at Whitewall Nationals. It's more so a custom culture event than just a show. So people come together to celebrate what they enjoy in their day-to-day lives, not just what they partake in as a hobby. But definitely, if that's your cup of tea, is just a hobby, come down. We want to have you guys come out.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, you got to check that out.
Yeah.
I can tell you guys a little more about San Pedro, just so you'll know. If you visit the website at whitewallnationals.com and you go under the FAQs for questions, you'll see that there's a lot more to do. So you'd say, well, destination event, San Pedro. I live in San Francisco. I live in Idaho. I live in Chicago. Why come out to a one-day car show? It's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You come out because it's a destination event. There's more to do than come to the car show on Saturday, but that's the highlight. in addition to that, in San Pedro, it's a beautiful town. They have on 5th and 6th Street some of the greatest little food restaurants and little pubs. Down the street from there, they have the SS Lane Victory at Outer Harbor 49. They've got the Battleship Iowa. You can just Google it, Battleship Iowa, right online, or I think I have a link off the website to it. We have where the local hospital is. We have where the different parks are located, the movie theaters. There's so much to do there within that community that it actually becomes almost like a little mini vacation. So a person can come in on Thursday night if they wanted to and leave on Sunday and still not see everything that was in San Pedro. They've got down by Cabrillo Beach, they've got an aquarium that's down there for the community. I mean, just there's so many things that are happening there in San Pedro. They have the Taste of San Pedro going on, I think, that that following Sunday. So, we're looking to try to incorporate a lot of these things so that people know that when they come to Whitewall Nationals, they're not just coming to the car show. They're actually coming to a community event, and and hopefully we're able to incorporate that cruise night that we're talking about, and maybe hopefully in the future, if not this year, that we're able to do like a Friday night drive-in or a Friday night cruise, and if the doors open, we'll make it happen this year, and if not, it will work on it for the following year.
That sounds positive, because the city, always wants to get community events, and you've got the real estate to do a cruise on the waterfront there to park cars and they're also trying to do a redevelopment for that whole area, so more foot traffic and eyeballs is a good thing.
Yeah, I can't say enough for the councilman in our area is, Councilman Joe Buscaino, and his staff of people. They're always available. He's been a very positive guy. I think that he's been one of the best councilmen in our district for the last 15 years at least. He's a real cool dude. I mean, he's right with the people. He tries to do the best that he can do, and Joe, we really appreciate that.
Cool. You want to grab Vinny and?
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do that. Vinny is the pinstriper. He'll introduce himself and then I'll let you know what he's doing to the car over there.
Got rust? Check out POR 15's 3-step system to stop rust permanently. POR, paint over rust. Visit them at POR15.com. And while you're there, browse their other fine automotive coatings, paints, and products.
Alrighty. And you are?
Vinny from Vinny's Pinstriping. Been striping for 11 years. Out here on this beautiful Saturday, doing Eddie's car right now, having some fun.
Give us a little background. How did you get started with this?
Well, I started off a long time ago, actually. In school, I was a graffiti artist. Not a tagger, but a graffiti artist. And, I just kind of turned my art from that into some striping. I went to a car show one day and saw a guy striping. And I was like, you know what, I want to give that a try. My dad's like, hey, I'll buy you paint and some brush and see what you can do. And I did it for a cool little minute, for a few months, and then I was like, man, this ain't for me. I can't do it. None of the lines are straight. It doesn't look like everybody else's stuff. And little by little, I just was like, well, it takes years of experience to get to where they are. So I just kept at it and kept at it and kept at it, and now I'm where I'm at. I've been doing it for 11 years strong. So having fun at it and just trying to get my name out there and, try to get some more clientele, do some more cars, and I just do it for the art. I'm not really a big person on ripping people off and trying to steal their money, I just want to get my name out there and have some fun.
So what are you doing to the car?
Right now I'm doing the belt line, doing a double line on the belt line, and then I'm going to do some stuff on the hood, do some stuff around the front headlights, do a piece on the back trunk around the license plate, 2 colors, doing an ivory and a maroon, and going to do a little crown on the bottom trunk corner. But other than that, it's going to be pretty fun. Loving it so far. It's just everything's flowing smooth.
Now, does the weather have anything to do with like humidity and paint and stuff like that?
Yes.
Because past couple days have been
it's been weird.
marine layer, then 80 degrees.
With the whole paint right now, it's actually perfect weather for it. It's not too hot, but it's not too it's not too cold, so the paint's sticking really well and it's flowing real nice. When it's colder, it's harder to get it to flow easier on the brush. Once it gets sticky and stuff like that, and if it's too hot, it just melts basically. It just wants to start turning into water and it's just dripping everywhere, So it just depends on how you thin the paint out. So right now I got it thinned out where I got it and flowing nice.
Hey, Vinny, what kind of paints are you using today?
Oh, I'm rocking the One Shot.
Nice, keeping it real, keeping it OG.
Using the One Shot, and I'm using a Mac zero aught. So yeah, it's doing good.
Let them know you'll be at the show.
Yeah, and I'll be there. I'll have a booth set up at the Whitewall Nationals. Be there striping my Mercury. I have a '54 Mercury. I'm going to be doing the dash on, and I'm going to have some items out there for sale. Little coffee mugs and some cell phone cases. And if you guys got anything you guys want striped, bring it down, and I'll stripe it for you guys and give you guys a hell of a deal.
Hey, Vinny, I got a pair of Crown sunglasses. You think you can stripe those?
Oh, I can stripe those all day.
Gracias.
Those are my favorite glasses to stripe.
They're my favorite glasses to wear.
That's right.
Well, cool. We'll let you get back to it because it is going to get much colder, or it's going to get hot, and
I'm
then it's
looking
going to get
forward
cold.
to seeing it done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool.
And
So
again, it's
you'll
going to be at
have,
the show.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see some pictures of the build along with the pinstripe
Yeah.
post. So
Cool.
it looks going to look good, man.
All right. Cool. Right on. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
I'm gonna
for
get back
sharing.
to work.
Thanks a lot, Vinny.
All right.
Yeah, I just appreciate his drive. And one good thing is he's got the support of his father, so that's a key element. So I appreciate Vinny being on board with doing that. I'd just like to say I just got a little plug in right now, just checking out social media. So we got Brave from the Goners. He's out at a show today somewhere, and he's representing. We did some posters, and he's got the Whitewall National posters out on top of his vehicle, and he's marketing the event. They also got Dead Sleds. They're out at another event, so they're circulating flyers. So the word's getting out there about the event. So we really appreciate it's the car people and the car guys. So the one thing about is, the old saying says you can't the bullshit. Well, this is the reality: is that we're car guys, and that we have car drive. I may not be the builder, but I got the heart as far as the passion for the cars itself. So it's kind of like my idea how I'd like to see the car, and my son, he has a different idea. You may have a different idea, but it's how it all kind of comes together. What develops the custom scene as a whole. So you guys will see when the car's done and it's at the show. I always run a set of those Corvette flags that are the checkered flag and the red flag on the other side. And every car that I end up completing and actually driving to events, I run those on there so that it's just kind of like my little insignia, so to speak. But I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to this car, and it's like a new baby, bringing a new baby home.
I'd like to help you deliver that baby.
All right.
Well, cool. So again, the show is July
16th, third weekend in July every year.
And this is a first-year show.
Yes, you can consider this a first-year show.
Okay, but that's the plan for the next year and the year
third
after.
weekend in July.
Eddie, if you don't mind, I'd like to think about this as a renaissance of the show, so to speak, a rebirth of knowledge and education, because it's going to be something that's going to grow into a tradition. This is going to be an event that's going to go down without a doubt, rain or shine. Just like last year's show, and just to kind of piggyback off of that, if anybody was in attendance at last year's show, we got shut down 5 hours early because of the rain. The fire marshals came in just after the motorcycle trophy ceremony and shut us down. And there were still cars trying to get in to register, and there was still the general public trying to get in to participate in the show. And we had to turn them down. And we did so with a heavy heart, because we wanted everybody to come out and enjoy the show. So regardless of what the weather turnout is, the show is the indoor warehouse of custom under the show lights, just like in true 60s and 70s fashion. All the cars, all the motorcycles, the pinup pageants, indoor stage, pedal car contests, bicycle contests, anything that's wrapped into custom culture, we're going to have it on display. and it's going to be one of the finest displays, if you ask me. So I really expect everybody to, if you're expecting to come to this show, bring somebody else, because that's how we grow, with the fans, with the crowds, with the general public that comes in and actually pays to see what we have to offer, because we're putting out a genuine product and we want everybody to enjoy it as much as we do.
Go to the website, whitewallnationals.com. Get registered. Register your car, bike, motorcycle, truck, you name it. We're still taking registrations till July the 1st for pinups, so you're welcome to get on there until we hit our peak capacity. And other than that, man, we appreciate you guys from the Primer Podcast coming out and doing the show here at ULS Kustoms.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Awesome, man, and we hope to get this thing plugged and increase just awareness about the show and to the car people and car community as a whole. You guys are doing an awesome job, putting this out there.
And if I can say one more thing, I as a personal, respect and thank you very much to Primer Podcast. We're going to be having a grand opening soon. It's going to be before the Whitewall Nationals show at my shop. It's going to be on 15th Street, and it's going to be great. We're going to have music, we're going to have live art, we're going to have food, some drink, and I personally want to invite you guys to come out if you guys want to participate, and perhaps we can do something.
What day was that?
It's yet to be determined.
Well,
like I said, we just moved in.
Okay.
It's the 3rd or the 4th of the month, if I'm not mistaken. So, we're still unpacking a few boxes to get stuff out on display. We want to make sure we got all the finest things out there for people to enjoy. But definitely, we'll keep you guys posted on the details to have you guys come out, if that's all right with you guys.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Do what we can.
Sounds great, you guys. I'd love to have you guys come out.
Cool.
Sure.
Alrighty, so until next time, my name's William.
This is Davis and
G.
The Rockin Moroccan.
But there'll be